What's going on? What's going on? We back with the Boxing Clinic and more. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. One time for the one time. We live, baby. Y'all know what it is, man. One time for the one time once again. Starting up early. I wanted to get a good stream in this morning. I had opportunity to start up a little early. I ain't gonna talk about the state of boxing, okay? Just read something funny. What's going on, TJ Wilkins, man? What's going on, fam? Yeah, we're gonna talk about the state of boxing, and I heard some of the brothers talk about it on Smoke City Mobcast last night. Um, you know, what's going on, Versatile Boxing channel. Renato Tool might be a boxing in the building. What's going on, family? The Red, what's going on? Going back and forth with one of my boys over Danny Jake. Who better, Danny Jacobs or Keith Thurman? Like niggas, like dog. Like it ain't no comparison. If Keith Thurman retired right now, bro. If Keith Thurman retired right now, his career still been better. Man, where this nigga at? Oh, here. Got one more dog treat for your ass. Yeah. Yeah, if Keith Thurman retired right now, bro. I mean, he still did better than Danny Jacobs. A little bit off topic. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers think Danny Jacobs. I mean, look at his accomplishments, dog. What has he done? He ain't done shit. He had a fake little world title. Okay. I thought he beat Triple G, but what BoxRec say he lost? Okay, Keith Thurman's beat Sean Porter, Danny Garcia. That's better than any wins Danny Jacobs got. All right. Remember when he fought Peter Quillen? Peter Quillen fucking retired for a minute. Okay, he gave his belt up. Then he tried to get it back versus Andy Lee. And they fought to a draw. Then before that, Gabriel Rosado was getting in Peter Quillen ass. People forget that, and they stopped that fight and robbed Gabriel Rosado. He was getting on Peter Quillen ass. Okay, so you can miss me with that Peter Quillen bullshit. All right, that nigga was done by then. I mean, some certain niggas just love Danny Jacobs. I'd be like, what's his best win? I mean, what, Sergio Mora? You want to say the Peter Quillen fight? Remember, Sergio Mora dropped him and he lost because he tore his knee up. Okay, I respect Danny Jacobs. But I gotta keep it real, man. Danny Jacobs, I mean, yeah, he's still active. He can still actively lose to Derevchenko when the shit's over. You know what I'm saying? He lose to a nigga 12-0. I mean, that's no conversation. That's no conversation right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's very well, Derevchenko went out his way to pick Danny Jacobs to fight for this vacant title. He could have picked Martin Murray, they said, or whatever it was, and fought closer to home. He picked Danny Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? And Danny Jacobs accepted the challenge. Okay. This ain't a fight Danny Jacobs, I think, wanted. You know what I'm saying? This is a fight that Derevchenko wanted. Okay. Yeah, I wish it would stop raining. Shit. I woke up this morning, went right back in the house. My dog ain't fucking with it neither. I see he ain't trying to do no dumb shit to get through outside. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is that nigga, man, he had to, I mean, even with Eddie Hearn on his side, I know we're getting off topic, but even with Eddie Hearn on the side, this nigga didn't have no control over nothing. And real talk, he might not have got that shot if Jamal Charlo didn't take the interim title. Because I think Jamal Charlo was rated ahead of Danny Jacobs and some of them sanctioned belt bodies, the WBO and the IBF. So Eddie Hearn, this ain't Eddie Hearn making shit happen. Derevchenko and Lou DiBella chose Danny Jacobs because of the HBO deal. They know the fight will be on HBO. And it'll be a headliner. Okay? If he didn't feel like he couldn't whoop on Danny Jacobs, that nigga wouldn't have took that fight, bro. He would have took Martin Murray, got an easy title, and then made it do what it do. Okay? He went on his way to pick Danny Jacobs. That's something to be said. And it's the same dude that sparred with Danny Jacobs a lot, man. But you know, get on topic, whatever, man. Yeah, the state of boxing right now, man, it ain't a good one, you know. And I understand where a lot of brothers were coming on, like Fanon last night, saying that, you know, now that the black fight fan have a voice. Okay, we got a voice, and that's cool and all. You know, I never really gave a fuck what them niggas said on the platforms. You know what I'm saying? You know, I never really gave a fuck in these boxing groups and shit. What they said, nigga, flow mo, that shit don't bother me. Okay, I know it's a code word for a nigga. And for me, I just knew they won't say that shit to my face. You know what I'm saying? I put that on everything I love. A motherfucker once had a balls to say that shit to my face. I just know that. Okay, what's going on with your man Anthony Davis? Okay, nigga one had a balls to say it to my face. So for me, I didn't need to fucking discuss boxing You know, I didn't have the need to have to discuss boxing on forums and threads. I had a couple dudes I shot boxing with at the gym and shit. All right, that was good enough for me. I didn't need to have the outlet or had to, you know, I was scared to voice my opinion. I obviously didn't give a fuck. What's going on, Happy Meals? I obviously didn't give a fuck what a nigga say, but I feel them on that. You know, at first these black fighters didn't have a fan base, but at the end of the day, when they disrespecting the fan base, okay, when you going out your way to say, oh, this guy ducking this guy, get this guy shot, and they ain't fighting for themselves, or they turn around and they don't want to show love back, you know what? I mean, what else can you say? You know, it's a sad state of boxing right now. I don't care what nobody say. You know, I remember what boxing was about. You know, you think I want to come on here and talk about this Bob Arum shit again? I told niggas off rip. What's up, Angel Santos? I'm not going back and forth with this Bob Arum and Terrence Crawford, Earl Spence shit, man. I'm not going back and forth with two black fighters, man. I tell you, I swear to God, dog, I will stop talking boxing all the way around if that controls the narrative. I'll just do retro boxing like blood boxing, do my thing and other shit. Because I mean, I'm not about to be defending. You got niggas, you know, oh, Errol Spence this or Terrence Crawford that, or whatever the case may be, okay? Whatever the case may be, I'm not about to let Bob Arum come back and dominate the narrative, dog. Y'all better not let that nigga. Y'all know this nigga's a known liar. He just lied like 3 months ago, and then like 2-3 weeks ago, too. What did he just say? A couple weeks ago, I want to wait for Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence in June in the end of 2019. Didn't that nigga just say that? Didn't that nigga just say that? Let's just go through it. Didn't that nigga just say? Didn't this Terrence Crawford? He asked about the Earl Spence. Well, you don't know, you know what type of fight it is. You know, I'm not saying it's gonna be the pound for pound #1 fight. That nigga don't sound like he wants to fight right now. You know what I'm saying? That nigga don't sound like he wants to fight. Don't make me turn my speakers on to play these interviews, man. And then go to the Mikey Lomachenko shit. What did he say? I'm not making no Mikey Lomachenko and negotiating with Mikey Garcia. You know, I can sit down and just give him a number. If he wants the number, he takes the number. If not, fuck it. No Mikey Loma fight. Didn't that nigga just say that? Didn't that nigga just say that after Lomachenko Linares? Didn't that nigga just, am I tripping? Am I tripping, bro? And even the brothers in the LDBC and other people, they not mentioning this shit. They getting on Earl and they getting on Mikey, knowing them niggas about to fight, dog. Earl said it. Knowing them niggas about to fight. I did the video. They know these niggas, but they know what Bob Arum doing. And still falling in the same motherfucking trap. Okay? I'm not about to get back and forth between Pacquiao, Floyd, and back in the day, and Mayweather, and Earl and Terry. I'm not about to do that shit. I'm not about to do that shit. That fight ain't even worth the numbers to be doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers say, well, Earl is known in Texas. Nobody know them niggas, man. Y'all niggas know that nigga in Texas, and a few niggas know that nigga across the country. I'm talking about, is this nigga synonymous with boxing? No. Is it going to do 1 million pay-per-views right now? No. It may never do 1 million pay-per-views. This ain't Shane Mosley versus Floyd Mayweather. What's up, Justin March? You know, people trying to tell me that, oh, man, you know, people know Earl. No, they don't. No, they don't. Your average nigga walking on the street didn't know Deontay Wilder when Mark Kriegel did an interview with him 3 years ago. Well, 4 years ago, 3 years ago. Heavyweight champion walking down the street in NYC, bro. Walking around the street, 6'7" big ass nigga. Nobody walked up to him and did nothing. I seen Brandon Rios and Robert Garcia get love in NYC before Deontay Wilder did, man. Okay, that's what the people don't understand is we know these fighters, but niggas don't. I told you, my barber didn't even know who Terrence Crawford is, and every time I walk into a shop, ESPN on, bro. No matter, he cut my shit at 6 in the morning, 10 at night, midnight. Shout out to my barber too, bro. He cut my shit whenever I want it cut, bro. And he got it on ESPN 24/7. This nigga don't know who Terrence Crawford is. Who love punchline pugilism? I'm just keeping it real. When you talking about known people, do niggas know them niggas like Serena? Do they know them like Tom Brady? LeBron? Man, motherfucker, we can go down the list, dog. Do they know these niggas like Lance Stevenson, bro? No, they do not. People know Karl Anthony Towns, Andrew Wiggins, Jimmy Butler before them. You want to keep going down the list? People know Luke Walton before them, bro. Luke Walton. They know Luke Walton, bro. They know that nigga off the Golden State Warrior bench before him. They know JaVale McGee. They know JaVale McGee. They know all these other dudes. You go to the NFL. More people know who Ryan Fitzpatrick is right now than Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. And then you get these niggas a 24/7 or whatever. You try to give them a reality TV show. You know how boring that shit gonna be, bro. Terrence Crawford shit was all right when they did the little documentary Top Rank, but nigga, there ain't nothing that's gonna drive people there. People want some type of reality feel. People want some type of ratchetness for some reason. You know? And they ain't gonna give you that, bro. They ain't gonna give you that. They're not gonna talk shit like Floyd talk shit to Oscar and shit. What he tell Oscar? Man, I might want to see no motherfucking dogs. It's 24/7. America was built on controversy. What's going on for England, man? What's going on, Mr. Williams, man? Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's referees that's known more than these fighters. Ed Hockey League is more known than these fighters in the NFL, bro. Okay. You got ESPN personalities more known than them. More people know Stephen A. Smith than both of them niggas put together. More people know Skip Bayless than them, dog. So don't tell me about what this fight gonna sell, man. All of a sudden, Bob Arum want to make the fight because his fighters don't got nowhere to go. After Lomachenko beat Linares, where did he got to go, bro? After he beat Jose Pedraza, where did he got to go? What's a big fight for him? He ain't moving up. He ain't moving down. Okay, what they gonna do? Start calling out Tank? And Tank a PR nightmare to come over to ESPN because he out here fighting bartenders and shit in the street. You know? You feel me? So, I mean, what's next for Terrence Crawford? If no Keith Thurman, no Earl Spence, no Danny Garcia, what's next for Terrence Crawford? Do the math, dog. Y'all niggas, man. Like, dude, I'm not about to get into this shit, man. Just do the math with simple shit like that. The nigga just said this shit 3 weeks ago, 3 months ago, earlier this year. He just said that, bro. He just told you niggas that he wasn't trying to make that fight. Or got to build up. It got to build. I just don't understand it, bro. Yeah, I don't think ESPN pushing shit. That ain't ESPN. Because why would ESPN want to invest $3 million per fight in the guy? No matter, that's the minimum, $3 million they say. Why would ESPN want to invest $3 million and he get his ass whooped and then you stuck paying this nigga $3 million? You know how fickle boxing fans is. Once Crawford lose, all them niggas gonna be off that bandwagon, bro. And I don't know why it is. In England, get your ass whooped. They love you, long as you don't quit and you show heart. Shit, Kell Brook quit and they still love him. In America, if Crawford get in there and get fucking mangled or whatever it may be, he lose a clear decision or he get knocked out, them niggas not gonna love him no more, bro. It's really gonna be Lomachenko time then, okay? You know, and that's just the fact of the matter is, man. That's just the fact of the matter. And like I said, people just saying, oh, you know, Bud want to smoke. Where did Bud say that he wanted this Errol Spence fight? Where did Terrence speak candidly about this Errol Spence fight? I'm trying to see what his Bud said early about this Errol Spence fight. You know? What's up, Ashley? What does Terrence Crawford say? Nigga said, oh, you see Terrence want to smoke. What the fuck you talking about? Bomac just come on talk about Ugis. I mean, these niggas is stupid, dog. Bob Arum came out and said this was the biggest fucking liar in boxing, bro. Okay? The biggest liar in boxing. And I heard Black Fight Fan, that's the homie, he say Bob Arum really believed that he got the two best fighters in the world. I know he fucking don't, because Orlando Salil just whooped Lomachenko ass. He don't believe that shit. You know what I'm saying? That nigga don't really want to throw in with Mikey Garcia. I'm telling y'all this shit, man. This nigga's a liar. Like ESPN don't care. They don't care about what they put on their network. They don't care. Look at Jose Ramirez fight cards that fell apart. Look at what Gilberto Ramirez been put on. Look at all these shitty ass fight cards they put on through the summer. Okay, they don't care about they put on them. They don't care about boxing. Nigga, they stream half the whole fight on ESPN too for a fucking baseball game or soccer. Okay. If he truly believe That these dudes was the creme de la creme. He would have never said, "Oh, we could wait for Earl Spence fight. You could build it up a minute, and we just wanted to get it to do 500,000 pay-per-view buys." Or I'm not negotiating with Mikey Garcia. He can take what we give him. I'm like, he just said. I mean, he got Alzheimer's or something like that, bro? Do we got Alzheimer's? And that's what it is, man. You can't forget what this clown be doing, bro. He about to saturate boxing again, bro. Here you go right here. I'm gonna turn this shit up, man. And then we keep talking about some other shit, man. Here we go. Let me see this one. I'll play the whole ass ahead. Here we go. Here you go.
We have all these dates on ESPN. With a Mikey Garcia, it becomes like the second coming of Mayweather Pacquiao. The negotiations will go on. I may be 90 years old by the time the negotiations are done. I'm tired of that. He wants to fight. Let him call me. I'll give him a number. If it's not good, fuck it. I ain't negotiating.
Is it because of Garcia's team?
Because of the way he negotiates. And hold on, there's Espinosa, and I'm loyal to Shogun, and I admire loyalty. If he's loyal to Showtime, and they've been good to him, let him be loyal to Showtime. Just don't bother me.
You see? You see what the fuck he just said? You see what he just said? He just didn't want to negotiate the nigga this 4 months ago. He just didn't want to negotiate with him. Okay? He said he don't want to fuck with him. He said negotiation, the way he negotiate, I'm loyal to Showtime. And Mikey just said, come over to Showtime. I ain't fighting on ESPN. He just said that. Okay? Right. Almighty law. He don't want them to do good pay-per-view numbers. Okay? When motherfuckers was talking about Sean Porter, he fight anybody, and woo, 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 and all this other shit, man. Hold on, man. Pull up another one. Can't pull up the one, another one. Here you go right here.
Well, they look at me as a superb boxer with punching power in both hands, and they look at Errol as a big, strong welterweight with punching power that can box. So they just match us both up, like that. But at the same time, you never know, because you still got other guys out there in the division that have a say-so about who's the best in the division. So I never take anything for granted. I never underestimate anybody. And, since then, the promoter is not going to over on the other side.
Here we go right here.
It's not the promoters that everybody's saying, oh, well, Bob Arum not going to let the fight happen and this and that. No, it's not that. You got to make sense. You got to make sense. I didn't fought Al Heyman fighters before over on the other side. They're not saying nothing about that. But it made sense. So this is a bigger magnitude of a fight that we're talking about. So if it don't make sense, then the promoter is not going to, work together.
Right.
So that's where we are right now.
Do you see what boxing fans see when they size up you and Errol and they said that's the best fight pound for pound in boxing? Do you see what they're seeing? Do you agree with that?
Well, they look at me as a superb boxer with punching power.
Now you heard him. He said it got to make sense. He the one that's talking that business shit, man. He said it got to make sense. And it ain't the promoters. Then if it ain't the promoters, and then that was just a contradiction right there about Terrence Crawford. Okay, he said it got to make sense, and then he turn around and say it ain't the promoters. But he said if it don't make sense, then the promoters won't do it. But if it ain't the promoters, then you just said it wasn't the promoters. But like I say, man, it just the state of boxing is in a sad state right now, man. It's just always business with boxing. Business. Oh, you know what, man? It's, you know, the business, man. You know, I'm starting to think these niggas don't want to fight each other neither, dog. This is before we secured the ESPN bag. We ready now. It's on. It don't make sense though, Southside. If ESPN is gonna give him $3 million to fight, and his second fight on that deal, or at minimum, his second fight on the deal, he lose. His value stocked away. It dropped away. Boxing drop. It don't make sense, dog. It don't make sense in my opinion. Why would they do this shit so early in the deal? And still, he would have to go try to get Sean Porter, keep Thurman belt, all them fucking belt this early in the deal. Come on, man. This early in the deal, bro. If homeboy really wanted to make fights like that, he just would have did it. He would have tried to do a deal with ESPN himself and did Bud Crawford Promotions. Ain't gonna be no rematch. Especially not an immediate rematch. Okay? Ain't gonna be no rematch. It's gonna be an ass whooping. Either way. Whoever loses that fight won't be the same fighter. It won't be no rematch. All right? It ain't have shit to do with money. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't have shit to do with money, in my opinion. Because why would you re-up? Why would you extend this nigga 15 more fights? Okay? Why would you steal him 15 more fights, and then his second fight in the division, you put him up there with Errol Spence, and that's a real 50-50 fight in most people fans view, and he lose, and then you just lost all that money on him knowing the way boxing is. It ain't like the NBA where LeBron go to the finals 25 times and lose 22 times, okay? It's not like that. You know, and I know ESPN got money to blow. It ain't about that. Bob Arum already know that Errol Spence, okay? Errol Spence and Mikey about to fight. That's why he's trying to call for the Loma fight. That's why he's trying to call for the Crawford Errol Spence. But he don't want that fight. He bluffing. Dude bluffing, bro. I'm telling you. We just played the clip. I'll play it again. I'll play you. I mean, you niggas can't put y'all faith in Bob Arum. He gets you niggas every time. He not getting me no more, bro. Here you go, right here. This is what he said. Hold on. He not getting me. He not getting me no more, bro. He know Mikey and Earl about to fight. Here you go. This is what he just said. Let's play it again.
Garcia fight, is that going to be possible? Excuse me? Is a Mikey Garcia Lomachenko fight, is that possible?
Lomachenko wants to fight often. We have all these things on ESPN. With a Mikey Garcia, it becomes like the second coming of Mayweather Pacquiao. The negotiations will go on. You know, I may be 90 years old by the time the negotiations are done. I'm tired of that. He wants to fight. Let him call me. I'll give him a number. If it's not good, fuck it. I ain't negotiating.
Is it because of Garcia's team?
Because of the way he negotiates. And on Espinosa, and I'm loyal to Shogun, and I admire loyalty. If he's loyal to Shogun, and they've been good to him, let him be loyal to Shogun. Just don't bother me.
Just heard that nigga just said 4 months about Mikey Lomachenko, man. I give him a number. We ain't negotiating. I ain't trying to negotiate with the nigga. He always talking about this loyalty to Showtime shit. Let him stay over the show. He just said that. Now, all of a sudden, Mikey and Earl about to start a fight. Mikey in the training camp. And, you know, this nigga want to call Mikey and Earl out. Come on, man. Don't fall for it, bro. Just because Terrence Crawford black, okay, and you supporting a black fighter, I have no issue with that. But this nigga's a clown, man. ESPN not bullshitting around like Showtime. What are you talking about? What is ESPN giving you? Please tell me. Jose Benavidez, bro. What is they giving you? They not giving you nothing. What is the best fight card ESPN gave you all year? Since ESPN ain't bullshitting around, okay, family? I'm going to kick it to you like this. Why does baseball, tennis, and whatever else is on push boxing to ESPN2 or ESPN News? ESPN don't give a fuck about boxing? Are you crazy? You think because they gave Terrence Crawford a few million, they care about boxing? They don't give a fuck about no fucking boxing, or they wouldn't put that nigga on the app. Or they wouldn't put Jose Ramirez trash-ass card back in July. Or they wouldn't put a garbage-ass Gilberto Ramirez card on. They don't give a fuck about no boxing. That's just some shit. That's just some shit to fill in when they ain't got shit on Saturday nights, okay? That's just what they don't care about boxing like that. They put all these fucking dates on ESPN and all them motherfuckers gonna be trash. Best fight card was Lomachenko. No, that wasn't even the best fight card. The best fight card was in Philly with Isaac Dogboe, Jesse Macedonia, and Brian Jennings. That's the best fight card they had all year. ESPN don't give a fuck about no boxing, bro. If they cared about boxing, then you would see more boxing shows and more boxing topics on ESPN. They don't care about boxing, bro. And I'm not saying that Showtime is doing the best. They could be doing a hell of a lot more, you know. But no, that's not why he's changing the conversation, family. He changing the conversation because Mikey and Earl is about to fight on pay-per-view, and if it does good numbers, kiss the Terrence Crawford A-side, B-side shit goodbye. If Earl and Mikey Garcia fight and they do good numbers on pay-per-view, which I don't know if they will or won't, Terrence Crawford is the B-side. If Earl, I know if Earl Spence get another belt, Terrence Crawford the B-side. Well, however you want to say it. He fight on ESPN. He fight on the app. He the pound for pound number one. Earl will have 2 belts if he beat Sean Porter. He ain't getting the Keith Thurman belt. That nigga dead to me. It's all about leverage. Nobody got leverage right now. This is 2 B-side fighters right now. It's not an A-side right now. One got a belt, one got a belt. One defended the belt a couple times, one about to defend his belt. Right now, it's an equal fight right now. Okay? It's an equal fight. A very, very equal fight. So I would want to think that he would want to make that fight because before Earl get too much leverage or Mikey get too much leverage. But that's not why he making the fight, bro. He making the fight because it's already done between Mikey and Earl. Same thing Terrence Crawford did. When Danny Garcia, Sean Porter signed the fight, he started talking shit about Danny Garcia trying to ride that wave. Y'all can say, well, Crawford don't ride. Yes, he did. Because Danny Garcia, I got interviews of Danny Garcia with Vilified Media doing interviews a year ago talking shit about Terrence Crawford, okay? He got an interview a year talking about, he been saying shit about Terrence Crawford. He been talking shit about Terrence Crawford. All of a sudden, Danny and Sean got a buzz, then Crawford want to come in and talk shit about Danny Garcia. Man, you can miss me with that shit. Y'all can think this nigga's above the bullshit of an average boxer, and the same thing for Earl. You could think they're above the bullshit of an average boxer, but they not. They do the same shit. They do the same clout chasing, the same name dropping shit. It's just the truth. You can love Bud all you want to, okay? And I ain't gonna lie, you can love Bud all you can love Earl all you want to, but I'm not going through this shit. I know what Bob Arum doing, okay? I know exactly what he doing. Earl Spence told, was it Fred? He told, he said, I got a 2-fight plan. Or he said at the press conference, it's gonna be Mikey, then it's gonna be Sean Porter, okay? You know, but after the Mikey fight, if Sean Porter got 2 mandatories, then the Crawford fight can happen then. But then again, if Mikey and Earl do better numbers, Mikey and Earl and Mikey do great numbers, then Crawford is gonna be the B-side. They're gonna just send him over to Showtime. Plain and simple. You know, people say, I want to see that fight on ESPN. I don't care where the fucking fight happened. I just want to see it. I don't care who win either. It don't make me a difference. Okay? Black people win that day. It's 2 black exciting fighters in the ring. Black people win that day. You know? And that's what it's about, man. But I know where this shit is going, bro. What's up, Kurt Shook? I know where it's going. You niggas might have forgot what this history of Bob Arum. I don't forget shit like that. I don't forget nothing like that, bro. Simple as that. I don't forget all the shit he did, all the lying he did, all that bullshit he did over the years. Now I'm making Gamboa Lopez. Now I'm making Mikey and a few other fights down there. You got to follow the paper trail, man. Follow the belt trail. Mikey had always had the WBO belt with Top Rank. Okay? The only reason Crawford got them different belts at 140 because it was no other major fighters that was with Golden Boy or PBC in that weight class. That's why he was able to clean up that weight class like that. It was no other major promoters in that weight class, okay, that had major fighters there. Delorme, he won his belt versus Delorme, vacant belt. They didn't care about Delorme. It made sense, okay? He was in there with Julius Indongo. He ain't had no major promoter. He wasn't with Lou DiBella yet. It made sense. Victor Postal was with Top Rank. It made sense. So don't, and he go around here saying, well, I fought PBC fighter before. John Molina and Felix Diaz, I ain't the creme de la creme of PBC fighters, okay? But overall, man, this shit is sad, man. And they about to try to take this shit over, and they about to try to take y'all to church with this Errol Spence Terrence shit. I can't go there, bro. You know what? I can't go there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go there. I'll tell you, man. I'm switching my name up real soon. I'm taking, as soon as they start this bullshit, this back and forth, I'm switching my name up. I'm gonna talk boxing, live stream once a week, maybe. And if it's a live fight after that, I'm gonna do it once after that and do just breakdown predictions and retro boxing. This is where it's going to. Soon as they start doing this race baiting war between black people, Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, and Bob, I'm not going through that Pacquiao Mayweather shit no more, man. Okay? I'm not going through that no more. And I'm trying to tell y'all what's about to happen. Bob Arum don't want that fight no more. This is clout chasing. So when Mikey and Errol is announced, he good at smoking mirrors. When Mikey and Errol is announced, he gonna be like, yeah, I told you niggas, man. I told y'all, Errol ducking him and Mikey ducking him, and woo, they don't want Crawford and Lomachenko. Lomachenko the best in the world, Crawford the best at 147 pounds. And I'm gonna tell it to you like this, fam. If ESPN cares so much about Terrence Crawford so much, bro, why ain't he on ESPN pound for pound #1 list? Why do they disrespect Terrence Crawford so much? Okay? Why do they disrespect him so much, Southside? Why is he behind Lomachenko? And everybody with a fucking brain knows that he's better than Lomachenko. Okay? Why is he behind Lomachenko on ESPN ratings if ESPN love him so much? Why is Lomachenko and Pedraza going to be on regular ESPN when Lomachenko was originally supposed to be on the ESPN Plus after this fight? So you telling me Lomachenko and Pedraza is a better fight than Terrence Crawford, so it's going to be on regular ESPN? So you telling me they put Jose Ramirez on ESPN, Gilberto Ramirez on ESPN, but Terrence Crawford is the only top-ranked fighter that was the main event on the ESPN Plus app that I can remember. That's worth the shit. Am I lying? Am I lying? Since ESPN cares so much about boxing, why would they put ESPN? Why would they put Crawford on the app and all the other Mexican fighters and other fighters are fighting on regular ESPN? Shit, they put Royota Murata fight is going to be on ESPN too. They care about Lomachenko more. And when it comes to Lomachenko, peep game, man. Peep game. I'm going to give y'all some game real quick, all right? When it comes to Lomachenko, Bob Arum say, Lomachenko wants to fight Mikey Garcia. And if Lomachenko can fight whoever he wants to fight. He don't say that shit about Terrence Crawford. He don't say that about Terrence Crawford, bro. Crawford begging that nigga like Jodeci, come and talk to me. I really wanna fight, Keith. Come and talk to me. That nigga with his shirt all open and shit, trying to dance and tell Bob Arum, come and talk to me. I really wanna fight, Keith. Because he don't want to fight Earl. He never came out there and convinced he want to fight Earl like Keith. Everybody want Keith. Even Earl. I don't think Earl want to fight Terrence like Terrence like that. They put Crawford on there, and I don't believe that, bro. I don't believe that. How can a nigga? They said that, but how can a nigga bring attention to an app and don't nobody know who that nigga is for real, bro? He said, time, what's going on, family? I seen your video about tribalism yesterday. That was a good ass video. Bug getting the same disrespect from ESPN that he give out. Hey, there you go. Told you that nigga tried to sue me. That nigga tried to sue me, dog. You know? So that's why I got negative energy towards him, but I try to keep it balanced. That nigga got his lawyer call me and everything, email me, hit me on Facebook. And I done seen worse shit. I didn't see a motherfucker say Pacquiao put the needle in his ass. I didn't see Paulo Malignaggi come out and say crazy shit. I didn't see niggas say crazy shit about Floyd, about Alexander Povetkin and Jules, all types of shit. But he the type of nigga that's gonna call his lawyer on another black man, all right? When I ain't even say shit wrong, but that's what it be like, man. It be like that, dog. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got so many stories about that nigga that I'm just not gonna continue to tell. But yeah, man. I'm just but like I say, man, I'm just telling Southside he loved Terrence Crawford, and I don't have a problem with Terrence, man. But at the end of the day, ESPN ain't pushing for shit. ESPN happy with these stale ass numbers that they getting on ESPN. It just they don't have shit on Saturday night that's going on that's big, and if they do, boxing got to take a back seat to that, all right? They don't have nothing big going on Saturday night. It fills a void. It fills a void for that, man. So They don't really invest in boxing like that, bro. They wouldn't put that nigga on the app, man. But I'm hearing Wilder. I'll do a video on this. I'm hearing Wilder and Fury is down to 3 venues, and now the Staples Center is the lead venue for that fight, bro. So I'm gonna try to go out to that, man. I should be out in Cali for a minute, man. So back there, so like I'll let it go back, you know. Might kill 2 birds with 1 stone on that one. Supposed to go out there later in December, so shit, I only gotta make 1 trip, but so shout out to them, man. And Oscar and Canelo. Oscar said Canelo may fight David Lemieux or Jamal Charlo in December. Get the fuck up out of here, man. Get up out of here. Okay. We know where that's going at. All right. And the same thing also about Canelo Alvarez. You know, he about to be allowed to dick the division. Okay. You know, and I mean dick the division and fuck all the motherfuckers hard in that division. Okay. People telling me Canelo really 5'8", 5'9". Look here, man. That nigga's 5'6", 5'7". Crawford is taller than him. And Crawford listing at 5'8". Okay. I don't do them listings. Okay. And I'm telling you, Canelo Alvarez, he about to do the same shit he did at 54. And the weakest link for him is going to be Danny Jacobs. And he going to pray that Jared Hurd move up. Okay. Them the 2 he hope move up. Them the 2 that's going to keep him afloat. He trying to get Errol Spence to move up to fight him. So he ain't got to fight Jamal Charlo. And people come on my page and say Jamal Charlo a bum and this and that. And I'm like, look, I just see the fight then. If he's such a bum, and who has he beat, and who is he? I mean, at the end of the day, if he ain't beat nobody, same thing with Wilder and Anthony Joshua. If he a bum, I mean, I don't have no problem getting no easy money off a bum. But David Lemieux not a bum, okay? I mean, David Lemieux not a bum. That's all I'm just saying, bro. You know, what is David Lemieux? I mean, it's a dude that got knocked out by Marco Antonio Rubio, okay? The dude with the pigment skin. Good fighter, but he ain't no type of fighter that should be beating David Lemieux, okay? Knocked his ass out, I believe. Or maybe I think he knocked him out. Okay, this is what boxing about to come through, man. You know, these sanction belt bodies promote ducking. These fans talking about ducking. And like Tom said, tribalism. You know, people that support their own people to the death, all right? Support their people and tell black people how stupid they is and how bummy they fighters is. But we've been dominating the sport forever, okay? You know, it's tribalism coming from the UK. Oh yeah, that's coming, Mr. Dex Factor. That's coming. That's a good idea. And it's just supporting everybody to a fault. But for the most part, the UK fans been like that, and they do accept our fighters. Okay, they some of the most acceptable fans out there, bro. Okay, I don't really have a problem with them. I have a problem with the Anthony Joshua fake UK fans, and they not even the real UK fans. They some dudes Eddie Hearn hired, or some dudes that think AJ give a fuck about them. All right, you know. And you Mexican fans, they come on here and be the most disrespectful ones. No disrespect to all my Mexican fans and my subs out there. And talk about y'all, these ones that come to the channel and say this and that, and then they fight to get their ass whooped, they tail be between their legs, and they don't come back and say nothing. Oh, you porch monkey, you know, you nigga, you Flomo, and all that shit, man. I ain't got time for that shit, man. We already know what time it is. You guys step up. We beat y'all asses, put y'all right back down. All right. That's just what it is every time. And the Mexican fighters know they got the power, and they always put the black fighters in a position to be aged out and be weak, you know, and we don't get them chances. Puerto Rican fighters too. We the ones that got to move up. Lemieux is not a bum. You not a bum just because you lost. No, Lemieux's a bum. Lemieux's a bum. I don't care what you say. Lemieux has no boxing skills. When I say bum, I mean not that good. Okay. Let me clarify that. Okay, I mean not that good. Lemieux is not good, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that right now. He don't have no boxing skills. He's a one-trick pony. His power allows him to beat certain guys, but if you can box, you can beat David Lemieux. Okay, but I'm just telling the truth, man, and that's what it is. You know, we the ones that got to go through hoops and jump through hoops. I'm tired of talking about this shit, man. You know, Leo Santa Cruz and Gary Russell could have happened a year or two ago. Okay. Leo Santa Cruz take him through hoops and shit of that nature. People forget Canelo didn't want to fight Andrade. He didn't want to fight the Charlo twins. He fought James Kirkland and told him not to have Ann Wolfe in his corner, okay? I mean, he just goes on and on and on about the situation. You know, now that we getting a voice, you know, they fear that. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool that we getting a voice, and some of our black fight fans are are speaking up, and now it's the new wave of boxing and shit of that nature, and everybody want to come over here, even though if they hate us or not. But where boxing is going, I cannot go. Okay, some of these places that it's going, I will not go. Okay, I'm telling you that right now. I'm not going where with two brothers fighting against each other, Terrence and Earl. Not going with that, and Bob Arum. He driving the slave ship, and Al Heyman secretly controlling it from the back department, but Bob is getting all the credit. I will not go there. Okay. He has a puncher's chance. I cannot discard a bum. We gotta. No, I'm not. He a bum. Not so good. He's a bum, bro. He's a bum. He's not that good, dog. Okay. He don't have no versatility. He don't have no boxing ability. He's a nigga that come forward and punch hard. That's it. He's not that good. That's what I mean when I say a bum. I don't mean like, oh, he the worst. Woo, woo, woo. I just mean not that good, bro. You probably from Canada. The nigga ain't that good, bro. I'm just going to keep it real with. I'm not going to change my perspective on that. You can say what you want to say in the chat. You can unsubscribe. You can do what you're going to do. Just telling you the truth. He not that good. Okay? I'm sorry. B-Hop says it's cool for Canelo not to fight Charlo. Yeah, I did a video on that one time, man. And, he changing his stripes up every day, man. That nigga he went to one of the coolest dudes in Philly to niggas not even respecting him no more, okay? Only Philly fighter I see really, have him in his corner is Jesse Hart. You know what I'm saying? Of course, if you moved up, he gets smashed, David Lemieux. And to be honest, man, I'm enjoying now watching. I'm from Oklahoma. Well, you gotta understand what I'm saying. I'm saying that he ain't that good. That's what I mean when I say bum. So don't take offense to it. I agree, he a bum, and I mean he ain't that good at all. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's just the way I feel about him. Okay. But like I say, man, you look at the overall landscape of boxing, man. If you really, really like the real hardcore shit, and you really want to go, like, feel like you back in the old school fight, man, I go down to them young niggas, man. Them little niggas, man. Inoue, Sora Riverstein, Estrada. Fuck that Chocolito win. I got to go back and watch that joint, man. I go back down to those weight classes when I want to get that feel, man. If I don't turn on an old fight, I watch an old fight and let YouTube roll the fights. All right. Lemieux was hot trash. He ducked Jacobs. Yeah, he could have probably beat Jacobs too, bro. He probably could have beat Jacobs. That was a bad move by him. I don't know if he would have beat Jacobs, but if he would have landed the money shot on Jacobs, he would have had a better shot at beating Jacobs than he did Billy Joe Saunders, okay? That was a bad move by him, but it is what it is, man. That was a terrible move, And I watched them small guys, Inoue and Ryan Burnett and Tite. 126 would be Flames, but them niggas just don't fight. I've seen Bum beat and Bum. So Would Be More TV. Make sure you go subscribe to the brother Would Be More TV in Town Business. All right. Town Business All Media too, man. Y'all check his other channel out, man. Charlo needs to be in the media calling out. I'm gonna address that too. I seen Fred I seen this title, man. I was listening to a few videos from time to time, man. And I read his title and it said that Charlo need to call out Canelo. And, that's true, but I believe the WBC has already been in contact with him. So I think he knows the next move because he did an interview before his brother fought, I think, Trout. And I think the WBC has already been in contact with him, letting him know the situation. So I think he knows the situation. So there ain't no need to do all that. And I think, when people are quiet, I think things are happening. Negotiations are happening and stuff of that nature. So I think quiet boxers are good, okay? I think quiet boxers are good, okay, as far as when we talk about potential fights and negotiations that can happen. And I like talking this boxing shit, but, it's getting to a point where it's like, man, God damn, it's the same redundant shit. I'm not about to let Bob Arum, dominate my YouTube. It ain't worth the views, man, to let Bob Arum do that, man. We going back and forth with a liar say and putting two brothers together. First it was Philippine versus Mayweather and a black guy. I ain't no point to let him do us like Crawford. Man, don't let him do Crawford and Earl like that, man. Fuck that. I don't give a hell about Mikey and Lomachenko. I know, I pretty much know how that fight gonna go. Okay, Mikey gonna put his foot up in his ass. All right, that's how it's gonna go. He too good for Lomachenko, man. Lomachenko went life and death with Linares, bro. And Linares, and this is the same. I'm trying to tell you, when AB was at 35, man, Peter Quillen told us, man, he was like, man, AB was on another level. He was dogging Linares. Linares has never won a big fight. Okay, he almost lost to Luke Campbell. If Luke Campbell didn't lose his daddy, he lost that fight. Okay, Linares wasn't no big win for Lomachenko. Okay, Linares was a win, that fight that he's supposed to win. Every time Linares stepped up in competition, he got smacked back down. Okay, and that's the fact. Anybody heard about Khan yet? No, he don't. I mean, he probably crying because Pacquiao and Mayweather gonna fight again. That nigga probably crying because Pacquiao and Mayweather gonna fight again. I'm trying to tell y'all, that nigga's a crybaby. He probably ready to give up on life. You know, and you know, I got video coming about Paulie too, man, and I'm done with Paulie, man. I'm tired of hearing that nigga talk on the mic. I miss Antonio Tarver. I don't care how your niggas feel about Tarver. That was my nigga calling fights, all right? You know, Tarver was criticizing niggas, and niggas wanted to fight Tarver. Get outside the off ringside, go train, get in there, juice up for a minute, fight Latif Coyote and shit. That's my dude right there, man. Calling fights. I like Antonio Tarver. All right. I don't know about his outside the ring life and shit like that. But yeah, he got knocked out by DeMarco. You know, Broner was at that Broner was at the John Molina fight, and when he knocked out DeMarco knocked out John Molina. All right. Paulie is the biggest Canelo. Paulie just is too emotional. And emotions is good, man. People talking about men are too emotional. No, you're supposed to be emotional. You know, some of the greatest, you know, men of all time was emotional. Even Malcolm X and Martin Luther King had some emotion in their speech. That emotion and that passion and that pain and what you've been through allows people to follow you and allows people to gravitate towards you. Why do you think them niggas rallied around Coon Lewis so good? You know, when Coon Lewis said I was retired, them niggas went on an epic ride and won the Super Bowl. Jerome Bettis, it was an emotional thing when he said he was retiring and they knew the Super Bowl was back in Detroit and he fumbled that ball and they won that game for him versus Indianapolis and they rode to the Super Bowl. Emotions are good. You have to learn to control your emotion. You can't be emotional like a woman. There's a difference. Being emotional is good. Being out of control emotional like a woman is not good. Out of control emotional woman will kill a nigga, will do crazy shit, make you lose your job. That's out of control emotion. I don't know exactly what they do call that, but emotions is good. Okay? Don't forget that. Being emotional or having emotions is a manly trait. You know? They trying to feminize everybody, but you got to remember what a manly trait is, okay? That's what it's about. And at the end of the day, I just can't take Paulie no more, man, okay? I can't take him no more, bro. You know, he go over to the UK and he try to be buddy on Sky and talk shit bad about some of the American fighters. He try to criticize Deontay Wilder, but then, you know, you can tell he'd be fake criticizing Anthony Joshua. Go on back over to Italy, wherever your greaseball head ass is from, and get the hell up out of here, okay? Get the hell up out of here. Get your greaseball ass up out of here, man. He over here committing espionage or treason, whichever one of the motherfuckers is, okay? He over here doing the Donald Trump and shit. That nigga really UK and Eastern and European, you know, whatever the fuck Italy at. He really with them motherfuckers over there in the sky and all them, and then he be perpetrating like he with us. Okay, he ain't with us. Don't forget that shit. You know, I don't. Now looking back, I don't feel get bad when Wild Baby Diaz robbed his ass and he lost to Adrian Broner. Okay, you know, yeah, treason. You know, you're talking about Adrian Broner. He was talking shit about Al Heyman, and then his greaseball ass went to go sign with Al Heyman after that. You know, this nigga singing songs and shit in the comment section. All right. You know, in the heavyweight division, man, it's looking good. Okay. You're going to have Usyk probably moving up. You know, hopefully if Andre Ward come back and fight Usyk, he going to be at the Usyk and Tony Bellew fight. So I don't know, man. You know, James Prince told my boy he had a private interview. Well, he had a private conversation. He said, you know, don't be surprised if Andre come back. Just a couple months ago, I told you, probably a month ago, I told you guys that. So it's good for Ward. If he does come back, he about 200 pounds. I mean, light heavyweight is really, really good, but a lot of the guys in light heavyweight are older, okay? Aldir Alvarez is older. Stevenson is older. Fresher, but older because, you know, he only been boxing since he was 29. He turned pro at 29. Kovalev is dead to me. Glad. Dimitri Bivol, he got exposed a little bit by Isaac Chulamba. The thing about that is when Isaac Chulamba got in Kovalev ass before the Andre Ward fight, things didn't go so well for Andre Ward. I mean, for Kovalev, okay? And you got a lot of good fighters there. Badou Jack, Marcus Brown, I don't think Marcus Brown is that good. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was coming on, getting hotter and looking better, but you know, he just, you know, homie just can't get right. All right. Barrera's still there. I mean, Joe Smith Jr. is probably gonna fight Dimitri Bivol. So it's a good division. You got potentially Anthony Yarde. He might move up to cruiserweight, man. He big as fuck. Well, we see what happened with him. And then 168 is 168. So you know, the landscape of boxing overall ain't that bad, bro. It ain't that bad. We should be thankful for the fights that we are getting, but we should be getting more fights. But once you actually get fights, good fights, okay. Once you actually get these good fights, it's just this feeling. It's this feeling that you get, okay. It's this feeling that you get, man. Like before a big fight, it's kind of like you get butterflies, okay. You know, the day take longer as a motherfucker if you ain't got shit to do on a Saturday, or if you're at work, the day stretch out, okay. And then the fight finally get here, the fight card finally get here, and then and then you get there, and your stomach got butterflies, like you about to exchange blows and all of that, okay. That's the type of fights I like. All right. When Danny and Matisse was about to fight, I felt that energy. Two young fighters, undefeated, no real trouble before their career, and they about to get it in. That's the type of feeling I want to fight when I see a big fight. Okay. That's what I want to see when you talking about a humongous fight. And I didn't get that feeling for Triple G at Canelo 1 or 2. I just didn't give a fuck. I like to see fighters that I know that is real, that I know that is ready. Like Hurd and Charlo, that's the fight that I know is when it's time to go the next few months, 6 months, whatever it may be, 8 months. I know I'm gonna get that feeling, you know, watching that fight. That's the feeling I like to get. Gary Russell, Santa Cruz. I know I'm gonna get that feeling. You know what I'm saying? The fights that we want to see. That shit at Top Rank ESPN, that's just shit that I sit there and watch and be like, bro. And I know I'm gonna do a post fight for Ramirez or Orzoco, whatever. I was like, man, fuck that, man. So Ramirez, I mean, what's the point? You know, shout out to Ill Will, cool one. Okay, salute, family. But Julian, J-Rock and Charlo. See, people don't know about J-Rock and Charlo, dog. People got mad at Jamal for talking all that shit. See, Jamal was gonna move up, but J-Rock had talked so much shit, saying he was ducking him. Steven Bredman, he's a good guy. He said that Charlo was kidding off the performance that had some drugs and he was trying to cycle off, but it turned out that Jamal Charlo was legally blind and he got LASIK eye surgery, and the IBF gave him a medical clearance, okay, a medical exception. And then when the fight happened, man, he get in there and they had a good fight. And people say, "Oh, you over glorifying the J-Rock fight." No, J-Rock was a good fighter, bro. You know, J-Rock was taking niggas O's on his way up. J-Rock is one of the guys I can say, you know what? He deserved his title shot. He just got beat by a better fighter, okay? He got beat by a better fighter. And people say, Will Charlo just struggled with Trout. Trout is a difficult fight for anybody. Okay, Jared Hurd was down 7 to 8 rounds. He just had to, you know, apply pressure and go for broke, and that's what happened, okay? But, you know, like I say, man, that J-Rock is a good fighter, man. A good fighter. I watched him come up. I watched a lot of his fights, man. He's a good fighter out of Philly. Plan is the best at 68. I think that's yet to remain to be seen. I think he could beat Utagi, though. He called Charlo turkey on live television. And Charlo hate the whole city of Philadelphia since then, bro. He called out Jesse Hart, too. He'd probably beat Jesse Hart. You know what I'm saying? He probably move up beat Jesse Hart right now. Jesse Hart ain't shit. I seen Caleb's back next to Boo Boo and he looked extremely small. He should come down to 160. He was at 160. Boo Boo, man, is big as hell, bro. I'm telling y'all, man. The business that Boo Boo probably about to get Billy Joe signed is you niggas is about to be on that Boo Boo Charlo shit again. I can take that. Ain't no Bob Arum. You know, it's only Eddie Hearn. I can stomach Eddie Hearn, okay? You know what? I can rock with Eddie Hearn for a minute. But Bob Arum, you know what? Eddie Hearn still Similac. He's still fresh. You know what I'm saying? He's still new. You know, Boo Boo, hell yeah, Boo Boo big as hell. He was towering over Billy Joe Saunders, bro. Towering over. Boo Boo will give anybody a fucking problem. Benavidez the best is 68. I think, yeah, we talked about that on the Smoke. I'm not Smoke City, but Chat Room Tuesday and World Breaker joint. Yeah. But I think anybody can win at 168 other than Ramirez and Jesse Hart bum ass. You know, it's still up. You know, Benavidez, he got some things that he got to patch up in his game. Okay, he got some things we got to patch up in this game. I'm gonna start getting ready for work. I'm still gonna chop it up. Come on, you ready to go outside? My dog looking like, man. Get this nigga some more toys this weekend. This nigga's a fucking bougie about the toys he want. But yeah, man. As far as what Pavek and Joshua, who on that undercard, man? I see they had an undercard workout here. It's still raining, Playboy. You better hurry up. What you gotta do? But yeah, I want to go on that undercard. But other than that, the 68 pounders, Boo Boo. I mean, he can move up to 68 too eventually, but he'll be shit out Billy Joe Saunders. That's what I'm talking about. Why should I tell y'all? Billy Joe Saunders, good fighter, bro. Really, really good fighter. I'm not taking shit away from Billy Joe Saunders, okay? Good fighter. But I'm telling you, these dudes like Lomachenko, these dudes like, how can I say it? Lomachenko, what's the old boy name? Billy Joe Saunders, Usyk, okay? You put them in there with fighters, and even Canelo Alvarez, okay? All these dudes that people claim to be athletic and be fast and quick and nimble on their feet, okay? You put them in there with black fighters that are slick and got rhythm, they won't look as athletic. They won't look as dominant, okay? And you're going to see that. You can see that with the Billy Joe Saunders, Demetrius Andrade fight. Shout out to Kurt Sugar. I've been watching a lot of old fights, I guess. I'm just spoiled fighters like James Kitchen, James Schuler, Iron Berkeley, and Davey Moore. Yeah, sometimes I put fights on YouTube and they run them. You should try it. You know, go to a fight that you like and then put fights similar in that class and they just run them. You know, and I just found myself watching Leonard and Hearns the other day while I was on the live chat on Colossal Sports TV a couple weeks ago. So yeah, man, I miss the old shit too, man. You know, I miss fighting outside, and they do that from occasionally. I miss, watching Duran, Graylo, Pryor. There's certain fights that, there's like certain albums, and I'll do a hip-hop live stream hopefully this weekend. There's certain albums that I go back and listen to, like every few couple months. Like certain albums like Illmatic, All Eyes on Me, Chronic, Doggy Style, DLC, The Formula. Certain albums, and they don't always be the most major albums, but I will go back and I will watch. I will listen to, and same thing with fights. There's certain fights that I go back and I watch that I gotta watch every so often. And just to kind of get that feel. It ain't because boxing ain't provide me the fights that I want. That could be the case. That's just what I do. John the Beast Mugabe versus Marvin Hagler. Okay. I'll go back and watch Terry Norris and Julian Jackson. From time to time, I do things like that. Andrade put the foot up Saunders' his vindication for all the BS. Yeah, Saunders gonna get work, man. If Andrade is on his game, Devin Haney, and Jacobs all trading that snack. I'm not the big huge fan of snack because Victor Conte runs snack. He's a known PD offender. A known PD peddler, but it is what it is. Okay. Yeah, Chronic on one. That's cool. I don't go back and listen to that joint like that, but I like that joint. So I already fuck with snack like that, but it is what it is. He trying to clean up boxing and give supplements that's good for boxers and athletes. So I can dig that, a lifestyle change. You can't ask to be, you can't ask for, society to give felons a second chance, and or people that create a crime and then pick and choose which crime deserves a second chance and which offense deserves a second chance. Okay. And I believe that everybody deserves a second chance, okay? So, Victor Conte, his snitch bitch ass, I'll give him a second chance. Real talk, I want to hear you on Black Fight Fan channel sometime. Oh, that could happen, hopefully. But by the time, maybe if he do the other live stream another day, by the time they come on, dog, I'll be already headed to work. But I enjoy listening to 7-8 and shit. I've been listening to 7-8 for a while, bro. And Town too, I've been listening for a while. And it's a lot of other brothers, you know. But yeah, what else y'all want to know? Y'all ask questions now, bro. I'll get into the question part. Bleach Alexander face is going to look like uncircumcised after Andrade piece him up. It's gonna be a good fight. Andrade can fight. We ain't never said that nigga couldn't fight. We just tired of that motherfucker bullshitting around. Andrade can fight. You know? Ain't nobody ever came on and say he couldn't. Dude is a good fighter. And I thought he would have beat both Charlo twins at one point. You know, but he just, you know, it's like you can't have everything. Can't have everything. But, you know, Charlo, and Andrade just mentally was just content from what he was at in his life. Like 7-8 say. Fucking hood hoes and being a hood superstar. He had a local rapper mentality mindset. When do you get Munguia and Herb? Munguia is already active. Yeah, Munguia is fighting in December again, I think. I mean, you can say Munguia is bum bashing, but Brandon Cook, he beat a really, really good prospect named Stephen Butler out of Canada. Stephen Butler knocked my boy out, and he beat Carson Jones too. So I can't get mad at that. Munguia is young, and he gonna sit on that belt for a minute. He looked better technically versus Brandon Cook. He looked better technically. I like Munguia a lot, but you ain't gonna never see Munguia versus Herb. You probably got a better chance seeing him versus Charlo, because Charlo says he gonna sit. He gonna sit at 120. He want to stay at 154 and let his brother rule over 155. Okay, so that's the lowdown, man, for that situation. You know, so he wants some rice, boy. Here you go. That's the lowdown. So keep asking questions. I'm gonna answer them, motherfuckers. Got a few other videos to chop up right now when I get off. Pretty much done with my lineup for the day. So as well. Aram is chasing Mikey for Loma. So does he chase Errol for Crawford sooner or later? Yeah, he's trying to chase right now because he know Crawford and Errol is gonna fight each other. Okay, that's why he's chasing. Andrade due for a good fight. Yep. Dr. Shadow Boxing and Films going on, family. Who does Lara fight next? Lara said he want to move up to 160, but I've heard he called. I got a video coming about him. I dropped it this morning. I've been having it for a couple of days. He want to move up to 160 and fight Golovkin or Canelo in a rematch. But Lara, I heard Lara was supposed to fight regular WBA champion Brian Carlos Castanos. Now, Brian Carlos Castanos is the guy who was 3-0 in the World Series of Boxing. It's kind of like a pro-am tournament, a pro-am boxing league for boxers. And for boxers to that had amateur status to fight in a semi-pro-am league, but still keep amateur status for the Olympics and shit like that. Now that the rule have changed, I don't know, you know, what happened to it, but I know Lomachenko, Rashid Warren fought in there, and Brian Carlos Castanos, he actually beat Derevchenko. Derevchenko was 23-0 in the World Series of Boxing, and the fight is on YouTube. And it has a little difference from the actual pros. And like you can't open your glove or some shit like that. Because Lomachenko had like 4 or 5 fights over there. Rashid Warren had 4 or 5 fights, but they didn't translate to professional fights. So they ain't translate to professional fights. So They didn't count, but Brian Carlos Castanos, he whooped the shit out of Derevchenko. I won't say it wasn't even close. He only had 3 fights in that pro-am league without headgear on and whatever the case may be. He whooped the shit out of him, bro. So he can fight. That's a dangerous fight for Lara. If I was Lara, I wouldn't really be trying to fight him neither. Lubin is 21. Shit happens when kids take a risk, rebuild them. Yeah, he trying to jump back out of video coming by him too. He trying to jump back in that hole again versus Jaime Munguia. He needs to sit out and build himself back up the right way. Lara's fighting Jamel next on Jamal and Willie Monroe undercard. Okay, I heard something about that. It won't be on Jamal undercard. I'll tell you that right now. Jamel and Lara will headline that card. He will headline that card. I'll tell you that right now. Lubin gets stopped. They talking about Lubin now. I like Lubin. Lubin's a good fighter. I thought he would have better potential than Errol Spence. I know I look stupid for saying that now in hindsight. That was a few years ago. But, you know, it is what it is. I think he got to build himself up right, take his time, go through the steps, and then eventually challenge some of the champions that will be there in about a year or two. I like to see Crawford versus Spence in October instead of facing Benavidez. But Benavidez, you know, let Crawford make a title defense, okay? I have no problem with the title defense. But my problem with that fight is with Benavidez is like Benavidez only got one leg. People think I be joking when I say the nigga only got one leg. I'm not joking about that shit. He got shot in his leg real bad. I'm gonna come fight again. Nigga got one leg. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. He's not healthy enough to be in a high caliber fight. But maybe he planning on taking some cocaine to numb the pain before the fight. You know? Because obviously, obviously he's still hurting. No? It's obvious that he's still in pain. And it is what it is. Get some more questions before I hop off. Y'all gonna get off my boy Jose Benavidez. Now he your boy. Motherfucker got one leg. That motherfucker got a pirate leg and shit. That motherfucker dragging his leg around like a pirate. Captain, who lives in the pineapple under the sea? That's Jose Benavidez ass, a little pirate from SpongeBob. Jose Benavidez ain't one of the best welterweights and shit. Fuck out here. I think Floyd Mayweather will take the Judah fight in Japan. Sorry, Keith. Japanese will buy Judah. Yeah, they probably would. That's why I said in my video. That's good money for Zab Shu. Will Jerry Hurd fight that Japanese dude, Yoshi Kamagai? That'd be a good ass fight. Kamagai versus Hurd. I like to see that if he ain't gonna fight other top guys. But when Hurd was talking about fighting Brian Carlos Castanos, I say shit. Castanos he might beat the brakes, front end rotors off of Hurd. He better leave that motherfucker alone. And Carlos Castanos like 6'1", and he can box too. He better leave that nigga alone, man. Go fight Kamagai in the fight of the year type of candidate fight, man. That's what I be fucking fighting. That's a good call, Kamagai Hurd. I like that fight. That's gonna be a war. Boy, it's running hard. Real quick, get some more questions. Okay, hold on. That's what we got. Kamagai just took an L last month. Oh damn, it's dead. You said yesterday you'd rather see Thurman versus #1 ranked dude than Judah. That's Benavidez. Well, shit. Okay, the #2 ranked guy. I ain't know Benavidez jumped that high. Floyd ain't fighting nobody that has a chance to beat him. We know that's true. He said tune up, so you know he meant it. Or J-Rock. Mayweather versus Lara would be boring and interesting at the same time. I'm good. I wouldn't mind seeing Danny versus Kell Brook next year. I like to see that, but if Danny gonna move, I think Danny said he wanted to move up. That's an interesting fight. Kell Brook is a dynamic fighter.
even with one eye. Very dynamic fighter. I'm talking about the Inoue dude at 54 that was rated. And yeah. I don't know what happened with that fight with the Inoue and the big Inoue and J-Rock. Shout out to African G. I see you working. See your videos. See you working. I don't know what happened. Him and J-Rock were supposed to go to a purse bid. And they never went to a purse bid. So I don't know what happened. No, maybe J-Rock got a different promise. Maybe Jerry Hurd might fight J-Rock. If J-Rock can punch, I give him a good chance, but he can't. And his stamina got to be better. His defense got to get better versus Hurd too. If he come the best he ever fought, he got a chance. But I still favor Hurd. I don't know why he gonna get washed at 54. Hurd style reminds me of a young Foreman if it was 54. I don't think he got the punching power of Foreman, but I probably see what you're saying. Danny should move up after that performance. Oh, that's what they talk about. Hey, he ain't gonna get no title there, but I don't know. Hurd turns J-Rock into sawdust. Yeah, I agree. But J-Rock could be outboxing him for a minute. Why his legs hold him up? He would outbox him for a minute. Let me see what else we got here. I hope Munguia don't fight no goddamn Trout. He might. I know who he gonna fight in December. Trout gotta get paid. He gotta get this money and grind. I had the pleasure of interviewing Austin Trout back in the day. Good guy. Real good guy, but hold on real quick. All right, that's done. So what else we got going here? Last few questions. I'm gonna get off. Eat chops and video. Munguia fight James Kirkland. James Kirkland still around? Trout will beat Munguia right now. I think Munguia end up knocking him out. I think he's just too fucking big, dog. You know, Jamal he don't have a. He really ain't no pressure fighter by trade. Even though he tried to pressure Trout, he ain't no pressure fighter by trade. He more of a boxer puncher type of guy. But I'll take Munguia, man, just because that motherfucker is like a fucking giant, bro. Crawford, yeah. That's what Crawford's last deal was a 14-15 fight deal. So they said it's about 4 years, 5 years. That's what the last deal was. So that's what it's probably going to come up to. About 12, 13 fights. That nigga with top rank for the rest of his prime. You know, he was top rank for the rest of his prime. So, yep. What's going on, Capadonna? I see you. Crawford should have left Bob. I mean, Bomac, man. You can get it too. Anybody can get it. African, fat man. I like Bomac though, man, but Munguia versus Trout will be interesting. We need to see if Munguia can handle a wily veteran. He gonna do just like Hurd and just walk him down. But yeah, I think he'd be getting outboxed a lot though. Crawford is making bank with TR top rank. Yeah, he making bank. He getting money. Getting money. If he wasn't getting money, do you expect him to still be over there? I wouldn't. So I agree with that. But I don't care about your money. You know what? I don't care about your money. I don't care about your situation. I care about what I pay for. And I care about seeing the fights that I want to see. I care about money that I want to see. I want to see. I don't care what he's making because that money ain't going in my pocket. Not as much as PBC get. I don't know what people get. I ain't getting into that. But is AJ Chin going to hold up the Saturday aspect, the referee, to save AJ when he need to be saved? AJ look good and lean, but that don't mean he going to have a dominant performance this weekend as well. I say that because last time he lost that weight, he said he didn't feel as powerful or some shit he was saying. So we'll see. They trying to get his stamina up to par. And I just think mentally and physically, more mentally, I think he's just one of those guys that just get tired because, like I said before, he's not a real boxer. He don't have a warrior spirit. So he nervous in there. He don't remain calm when shit go wrong. You know, in the Klitschko fight, Klitschko let that nigga off the hook. A real dynamic puncher like Wilder, or you know, when the boys get older and get more mature, when they hit Joshua, he not gonna be able to run around the ring and save himself and shit of that nature. You feel what I'm saying? So I think for Joshua, he got to learn to be more calm in the ring, man. Julian Rice, number one IBF. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, I know that, man. So he might be getting Jared Hurd. I have a feeling that Crawford and Earl match won't get made. They're going to come up with some of his not pay-per-view excuse. Yeah, that's probably going to happen. How can I watch AJ fight not on the zone? I don't know. That's a good question. Got to probably find a stream. Could be streamed on Facebook. Since it's going to be on Sky pay-per-view, it's going to be hard to get it on APK. Oh, First Row Sports TV. That's what I'm watching on. First Row Sports. You know, or VipBox. VipBox don't work for me, but a lot of people say they love it. But First Row and stepped it up. They got 100% clarity and upgraded their little ass. They site and shit. So yeah, that's what I'm watching on. You know what time is it? Okay, we still. UK Strange will be online. Bosscast. Okay, Bosscast. Who say Joshua Hall is going to be like deer in headlights when the vibranium catches his ass? Ronald Finkley. CA say AJ better not fight Dillian White next. He is gonna fight Dillian White next. And them UK fans ain't gonna have no opportunity but to fucking take it. Good. So he will be fighting that nigga next. That ain't no, that shouldn't be no shocker to nobody. No shocker. Should be no fucking shocker. But yeah, last few questions I'll answer right now. Chop a few videos up. Play with Miles. This nigga looking like, man, I'm bored as a motherfucker. Gregory White, if Povetkin chemist come through and AJ in trouble. Oh, you know he coming through. They saying whoever Canelo chemist came through Saturday. I'd had a few private conversations with people that support what Teddy Atlas said. Okay. You know, they thought Canelo was on some shit. 7-8 was like, anytime these dudes get taught, they just switch the chemical compound to a chemical compound that's not banned, caught by USADA, because USADA goes by, or VADA, USADA goes by chemical compounds. You know, they don't go by steroid. They go by the chemical compound that's in the steroid they're using. So they just gonna switch it to another chemical that's not been banned yet. So you don't know. They say they tested Povetkin hard. So, you know, at the end of the day, if his chemist came through, they can't use that as an excuse. You knew the risk fighting a guy like Alexander Povetkin. You know what I'm saying? Dudes knew the risk. You know? You watch the boxing beat? No, I don't watch it. Is it good? Dan Realfield going at Eddie Hearn. I'm going to go check it out. Canelo dropped his Mexican pharmacist and got one in the use. This nigga Eddie said AJ Wilder fight gotta get done in the next 5 weeks for April. Man, ain't nobody stunning them niggas, man. Dr. Bliss from Golden Gloves Boxing, he sent me something about that shit, man. I gotta still watch it. I'm a little busy. But nobody stunning them old faggot ass niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody stunning them niggas, man. They know that niggas they drying up the UK and people getting tired of they acting in the UK. That's what it is, man. People getting tired of that shit. I give me a fucking haircut. But yeah, niggas getting tired of that shit, man. I ain't even going back and forth with them niggas. That's Wilder. I'm fighting Tyson Fury, living my best for life. Morning, fam. It's Jamaica. You stream the fighting this weekend. I'm gonna try. I might not be able to make it, man. But I put a link in there for y'all to check it out. But I'm gonna try. I got a lot of shit to do Saturday, dog. A lot of shit to do. So Gotta get Miles some dog food and grocery shop and going to Benihana's. Get this nigga some toys. So probably kids, babies coming over this weekend, babysitting. My daughter babysitting. I don't know. So hopefully I get a chance to catch it. I hope Vivek can knock that. I don't give a fuck who win, but Vivek can knock him out. My joke's gonna be funny. J-Rock number 1 WC IBF and number 2 in the WBO. Okay, you doing big things. Vivek might have to do with the lab coat walking into the ring. AJ needs to fight Wilder. They got 2 cool little boxing shows on there in the corner, and how great. I like the Kobe show, Kobe Bryant little basketball show. I'm a chemist. It's easy. Just cleave the left or right side of the molecule to the tip of the reagents and the testing process. Y'all don't know shit about that. I need to get with Gregory White and shit. Cab, you streaming first row through a phone. I tried doing. No, I got a computer for that, bro. But I'm gonna go ahead and get out the way, man. Computer though, or get you a tablet. I'm gonna go ahead and get out the way. I appreciate everybody that was that came through this morning. I'm gonna try to do a live show tonight because Thursday night football, I don't watch that shit. That shit's boring. Plus, the Browns and the Jets playing tonight. Nobody wants that Ortiz smoke. I agree. Mike John Showtime, 1 Triple G good. Come on that boxing ring like Ped Sciences. That should be funny. He came in that bitch with a lab coat on and some goggles they got on and shit. I'd be dying laughing. Coming that bitch like Bill Guy, the science guy. Dr. Hyde and Jekyll or some shit like that, man. Rebecca to have you crying, though, but man, appreciate it, man. I'm going to go ahead and log off. Y'all get ready for Trill Boxing Talk with K-Hove, Black Fight Fan, and 7A Sports. So I'm going to go ahead and log off, man. Appreciate it. And we good. We gone.